Nobody ever told me what to sing or how to sing it or where to go or what to do. So I was sound asleep in 1960, and I was on the road all the time, as I'm on the road now. I had wonderful, successful, no, is it that time? Somebody's holding a little sign here. It says, "Stop, you fool! You've gone on so long and you said very little of any importance." So I'm lying in bed in 1967, feeling, I'd started to make a little money, bought my mother a car, sent my parents to Hawaii. Sad, actually. Anyway, because my dad didn't like it and he got sick. Anyway, I had some success, but anyway, I'm lying in bed, 1967. Of course, I wasn't asleep, I was passed out. We know about 1967. Surely we do. By now, we know. I was just in Colorado. That's probably what got this little thing here. Breathing in when I should have been breathing out. But so the phone rang up. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Answer the phone. It's Al Cooper. He says, "Hi, how are you doing?" I'm okay. And he was a good friend, not a lover, very good friend. And he had my phone number. I often wonder what would have happened if he had Buffy's number, perhaps, or Jones, Baez, who discovered silk when we all thought it was polished cotton. And of course, she knew who David Carter was. She found him, I know. So he said, well, I followed this girl home, and she was at the bar with the band. She'd fallen in love with the drummer, I think, and she said she could write songs, and she's good looking, so I followed her home, and guess what? And then he put Joni Mitchell on the phone. And she sang, "Rose and flows of angel hair." And I thought, oh. So I said, I'll be right over, which I was. This has happened numerous times to me. I am so blessed to have the kind of audiences I have in the country and the world who've followed along with all of the changes that have come into my music. After I met and recorded most of Leonard's songs, he said to me one day, "Why are you not writing your own songs?" And I said, I don't know. But when a monk asks you such a thing, you have to go. So I went to the piano and I started noodling, and I wrote, "What I give you since you've asked is all my time together. Take the rugged sunny days, the warm and rocky weather." And actually, he's actually recorded that song, and so has Joan, which is nice. And ever since then, I've written my own songs also, right along the way. And it's been increasingly clear to me that I was meant to do this. I was trained, in a way. It's a family business. I learned so much from my dad, who was a guy who never missed a date and never didn't show up in spite of his own issues. Life has been terrible to me. I just lost my brother, Denver, a couple of weeks ago. In fact, he died 2 weeks ago this morning from cancer. And of course, my dad's gone, my mom is gone. My son took his life some years ago. And I know that this is true, that everything that happens to me, I have to write about it, I have to sing with it in mind, I have to pursue the music that's been given to me, and it is a total gift to find my way, and I think that's why we all do this. I think we love what happens when we hear these great songs to our own hearts, and also what happens to us when we think about things in a way that is going to make whatever happens to us turn into something that could help somebody else. I think that's what music is all about. We need it. It allows us, I guess, to live on this planet, this beautiful, terrible, terrifying, amazing planet. I was in an encounter group in 1970. The encounter group included most of the people in my life, my manager, my producer, some of my best friends, and we were tearing each other apart, of course, and my producer said, I think you should sing something and calm everybody down. And I sang the only song that I could remember that my grandmother taught me that I thought some people at least would know the words to. And I sang it, and he called me the next day and he said, you have to record that song. As I said, the transom. So now, I think it's always a good idea to close an evening of, an afternoon of talking about and thinking about music with Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Through many dangers. Oh, before we sing this next verse, I would like you to join me and sing the harmony or the melody or another song entirely. If you like, only because it's the spirit that counts. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Of course, it's a perfect song because it's written by a man who experienced a total transformation in his life and dedicated the rest of his life, after being a slave trader, as you know, and having a shipwreck that he survived, devoted the rest of his life to writing hymns and fighting against racism. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. Through many